So we've worked with the company Abxylute before on that Abxylute 1 game streaming handheld that we also managed to get emulation working on it. Now they've reached out again, but this time they have a product that's not actually released yet, so it's pre-production. And I was really excited to get my hands on this device and put it through its paces. So in this video, that's what we're going to be doing. So without further delay, let's dive in. So as always, let's get the boring bit out of the way. Abxylute sent this device for free for review, and I understand it's a pre-production unit. So I need to bear that in mind when I do the review. But my opinions are my own and my own alone. Now, first of all, let's go over what the Abxylute S9 is. So essentially, it's a controller for your mobile phone or a small tablet. Now, I'm going to be using the iPhone 15 Pro because it has USB-C. So this video is mainly a first look and impressions. We will do an unboxing, but we don't have the final packaging or anything yet. And as you'll see, the device is pre-production. It's not finalized, and some of the materials and plastics they're not going to be using in the final product. Think of this as a sneak peek, quick look at this device and its capabilities. Now of course we're going to be using the iPhone 15 Pro as I said before, and we're going to be testing Xbox cloud streaming, we're going to do some PC streaming, and of course we're going to play an iOS game, Call of Duty. And I've been having so much fun over the past few days playing Call of Duty, and I haven't actually lost a match yet, so that's pretty impressive, and it goes to say a lot about the ergonomics of this controller. So let's do a quick unboxing of the Abxylute S9, like I said, not retail package, and let's have a look and tour around the device and go over a few of the technical specifications. So as I said, this isn't the final packaging, so it just came in a brown box. Now there was some bubble wrap to protect the device, but I just got rid of that. So what I received was this bag here with some thumbsticks and two different types of D-pads. So the plus sign and then the complete round one. Now the first thing I noticed, it actually feels quite nice in the hand. It's not very heavy, so sticking an iPhone or a tablet in there, it's not going to be sort of too heavy to play with, and it does actually extend quite far. Now, as you can see, the USB-C port adjusts, so you can basically get your phone in there easily. Now, looking at the back of the device, this is how we can tell it's pre-production. As you can see, this shiny black plastic on the back is not very nice. It's got that barcode and it's all scratched up. But looking at the front of the device, the analog sticks feel really nice, the D-pad's clicky, and then of course we have those memory buttons and different functions, etc. The left trigger and left bumper feel really nice. Again, they're Hall effect sticks and Hall effect triggers. The ABXY buttons feel really nice, and I actually swapped the right analog stick so it's slightly taller just to give me better aiming when playing FPS games. Looking at the back, we do have two programmable buttons, and as I said, we've got that barcode on there, and the back of the device, I can tell you now, it's not going to look like that when you receive the final production model. So let's have a look at some of the features. So it has pass-through charging, so you can use a USB-C charger to charge your phone while you're actually gaming. It's got interchangeable parts, so the face covers are magnetic, and you can also change the thumbsticks and the D-pad. It's got dual back buttons that are programmable, and you've got shortcut keys for turbo, screenshot, record, etc. It's got Hall effect thumbsticks and of course Hall linear triggers that are also adjustable via software, and we'll look at the software in a moment. It's thick grip for comfortable holding, so the ergonomics is really good. It has 6-axis gyro, and last but not least we have Bluetooth and enhanced Type-C USB for low latency and multi-inputs. Now the Abxylute S9 does have its own dedicated software for both iOS and Android, but something really important to note here, the software is still in development, so it may change slightly and some features features may or may not end up in the final release. So let's take a quick look at some of those features. The first up is Gaming Library. So as with a lot of devices, including the Abxylute One, you can add all your games in one place, and it doesn't matter if it's from cloud streaming or sort of your iOS or Android games built in. Stick them all in one place so it's easy to organise and access. Controller settings is quite a big one because you've got those remappable buttons on the back, so you can designate different buttons and different layouts, etc. We've got 6-axis gyroscope, so here you can adjust all the gyroscope settings like sensitivity, etc. Now you can adjust the joystick dead zone, and of course you can see it in real time, so you can kind of mess with it and adjust it so it's perfect. Same with the triggers, so you can remove that dead zone, so as soon as you tap that trigger it fires, say if you're playing Call of Duty Mobile, etc. Really handy for FPS shooters. Touchscreen mapping is another important one because not all games support controllers natively. So you're going to have to map it to the on-screen buttons to take advantage of using that controller. Genshin Impact is a perfect example of a game that doesn't support controllers natively, and you're going to have to map the touchscreen to the controller yourself via software. So that was just a quick look at the app, but as I said, it's still in development, so things might change. So if you like the look of this device so far, there's two things you can do. You can head on over to the Abxylute website, there's a link in the description below where you can put your email address in to register interest. Obviously you're going to get a link then, and it's going to be under $60 for early birds on the Kickstarter page. Now as soon as that Kickstarter page is up and available, I'll also put a link in the description below, so it might already be there by the time this video goes live. The second thing you can do is get subscribed to Alien Gaming, because Abxylute are going to be sending me the final retail packaged version of the Abxylute S9 real soon. So we can do a proper unboxing, see everything you get with the final retail version, and then of course we can compare it to the pre-production version to see if they've changed any of the materials or if anything's really changed. Now we are going to be doing another video soon all about emulation on the iPhone 15 Pro with that Delta app, because yes, now you can run emulation and get those emulator apps from the App Store direct. And of course we will be using the Abxylute S9 to play some games and go through the testing when we look at emulation on the iPhone 15. So anyway, let's have a look at some gameplay footage now. So what's my initial thoughts and impressions of the S9? Well, the ergonomics are fantastic. I find it really comfortable in the hand, and of course those Hall effect triggers and thumbsticks are just really nice and smooth. The buttons are just the right amount of clickiness, so I really hope they don't change any of that in the final production unit. Obviously the back plastic is a bit cheap and nasty, and when I received it, it had a barcode on it and it was a bit scuffed up. But you've got to remember, this is pre-production, so it's definitely not going to be this horrible shiny cheap plastic on the back when you receive yours. It's probably going to be more like the plastic on the front. Now it's really good to get different thumbsticks and they're interchangeable, and of course that D-pad you can go for the traditional plus sign or the complete round disc. Now I don't know if this is going to be available in the final retail version, so as I said, I am going to be getting the final retail version and we'll go over everything again on that one. So I think I'm going to end the video here, but don't forget to get subscribed. Like the video, smash the subscribe button and give that bell a little tinkle, because I'm going to be doing more content on this Abxylute S9 real soon, and who knows, we may be doing a giveaway as well. I'm JP, you've been watching Alien Gaming, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.